ladies. Aprons on.
Aprons on, and that means the cooking is on.
The cooking is on.
So this is our Sips and Snacks Challenge.
I am Liat from Momjo.
And I am Carolina, and we are at the chef upstairs today, back in the kitchen. So excited to be in the company of Chef Julian.
What are we actually doing here today? What are you going to make us do?
So you've picked a stunning appetizer that you're both confident that you can execute for me, which you'll present to everyone soon. And I'll be here not just as a fly on the wall, but to maybe light a fire under you a little bit. Time is money here.
Not literally, please.
And we're gonna learn some new knife techniques, make sure that you're on point. And then at the end of it all, I'll be judging your creations based on taste, technique,
I'm nervous.
Yeah, me too.
and plating, because it's gotta look good too, right?
Plating,
Oh
that's
my gosh,
important.
we didn't practice plating.
Well, we're gonna have to come up with some plating ideas as we go.
If you guys are already enjoying this video, you know what you need to do. Give us a thumbs up.
Yeah, and subscribe to Momjo if you don't do so already.
And of course, follow the chef upstairs.
Ow! Let's get this started.
Let's do this,
it.
ladies.
Yeah, I picked an awesome, warm, cozy dip that I'm gonna dip my pita chips that I love right into. It is a spinach and cream cheese and artichoke in the oven dip.
I thought that when you said cozy, I thought you were going to dip yourself into it.
Maybe. I do love it that much that I might, I don't know, it's a little weird, but yeah.
And what are we drinking?
Oh, we are drinking. Okay, so I was a bartender. It was probably one of the best jobs I ever had, barring
I knew you were
Momjo.
fun.
Yes.
Yeah. I don't drink alcohol though. So I am going to be making my favorite cocktail, but I'm going to be doing it mocktail style. And it is like a twist on a honeyberry sours, but I'm doing it with kombucha.
Yum.
How about you?
So I'm gonna be honoring my husband's family's Peruvian roots. I
Yes.
love Peruvian food. It makes me happy. It's refreshing. It makes it summer all year long. So I'm gonna be making a ceviche that's gonna come in appetizer cups.
Wow.
And we're gonna add some orange just to change it up a little bit and add that citrusy dimension.
That is very exotic, and
Very.
now I'm nervous.
And then, and I am also going to be making Pisco Sour, which is the national drink of Peru.
Oh.
It's the first drink I ever got drunk to when I was 18 years old.
Wow.
18 years
Wow.
old!
Wow.
At 18.
Okay,
He's like, you
okay.
got
18,
drunk.
I'm a good girl.
So impressed, you got
All
drunk
right,
at
all right.
18.
So it just brings me happy memories and it's delicious. Okay, we're doing this.
I'm so excited.
I'm very excited.
Yes.
May the best chef win.
Let's do it.
May the best chef get to eat all of it at the end.
Okay, let's go. I'm starting with the fish.
I'm starting with my dip.
So, what am I doing here? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. This is honing your knife. This is not sharpening your knife.
Oh.
Yeah. See, if you've already allowed your knife to get totally dull, this does basically nothing. What this does is it cleans up the edge of your blade. So you get little nicks and burrs and imperfections as you use your knife, but really what you're doing this for is to maintain the edge on your knife for longer.
So with the fish, one thing I love in ceviche is not seeing any brown meat. Okay, for some reason, every time I go to a restaurant and I eat ceviche, even especially when you use tilapia, there's usually this sort of darker strand in the middle. I get rid of it when I'm making ceviche. Chef Julian is probably gonna be angry at me. He's gonna be like, "You're wasting fish."
Yeah, as long as you're gonna use it on something else.
Oh, we're gonna have to find something else to use it on. And the way you cube this is into sort of 2 centimeter by 2 centimeter cubes.
So I think this dip is really easy to make, and I know that it's really delicious. It has a lot of yummy and not so healthy ingredients, but I'm going with it. I am putting in basically everything in a bowl. We've got our mayonnaise, our cream cheese, some sour cream, all measured out. Wow, beautiful. And then I'm going to chop up my beautiful artichokes. Now, I don't have a specific way. All I aim to do is not chop up my fingers.
I'm gonna have to stop you right now.
What? No ways. What did I do?
Because before we use the knife, we first have to know how to hold the knife. All right. So you're holding your knife back here.
Yeah.
And the trouble is, you're not centered on the knife. You don't have as much control as you can back here.
Okay.
So, you ever played baseball or softball?
Sure.
Okay.
Yeah.
So, what do they tell you to do to your bat when you're holding it all the way down
No.
here?
No.
You gotta choke up on your knife. So you're actually going to move your hand all the way up here.
All the way up.
And you pinch the thumb and index finger on the blade. 3 fingers wrapped tightly around the handle.
Wow.
No.
And now you can hear the power. You can see the precision.
Yeah. How do you not
And
chop
you
off your
can
finger?
feel the control.
Because your fingers are not underneath.
Ah, okay.
So
good.
your other fingers, we gotta curl our knuckles like we're playing piano or typing up an email.
So you already cut a line, so what are you trying to say to me?
So we have this whole bowl of lines.
Yes.
This can be a little bit tedious and frustrating to juice all that by hand.
a long
Okay?
time.
Not everyone has the citrus reamer. So this is a trick you can do without a citrus reamer.
What?
And watch this. You go in, squeeze, down, and twist.
Watch him whip, watch him nay. What is this? This is amazing. I never thought of that.
And just go until no more juice comes out. Much easier, much more efficient,
I'm shocked.
and less wasteful. Because now there's nothing
Wow.
to juice out of that.
That is shocking.
Okay?
That is awesome.
Liat, how are we doing over here on the knife skills?
Well, luckily I'm finished chopping, so you can't tell me how bad it was. But it was pretty good.
What you did with that spinach, the way you just obliterated it,
Yes.
never seen
Yes.
obliterated spinach like that.
I'm gonna get into
Mince.
a piece of garlic.
Yeah.
I'm gonna add a clove of garlic. I will need to chop it.
Can I show you a little trick with garlic?
Of course
I
you
should
can.
just stop asking. Aren't I like
Of
the
course you
competition
can.
guy? I should be yelling at you or
You should
something?
be yelling. You're being too nice to us.
Watch. Who's been bugging you at work this week? Right? Who's been really frustrating you? Are they this bulb of garlic? Maybe?
Whoa, that was angry.
And
That
there
was
you go.
very angry. Who's been frustrating you?
I wouldn't say angry, more assertive. Did you know that the small garlic cloves are actually more powerful than the large ones?
Let's get going. We've got to get in the oven. So I think I'm done with the juicing here.
I don't like you looking over my shoulder.
I've heard that before.
Okay, so I'm gonna pour the lime into my
Coconut?
Ooh. The lime to yeah. Put the lime in the
I've just taken a moment to do some quality control on the ingredients.
Good stuff there.
That is
that's
good.
good.
Parmesan or
That's
Reggiano?
Reggiano, yeah. That's totally
In
good.
fact,
Yeah.
we should.
And
Okay.
you're saving the rest of the Parmesan for what?
For the end, we put it on the top so it makes it crispy in the oven.
Nice.
Yes.
Alright.
Okay, I'm gonna mix this.
Mixy. I have a jalapeno here and I'm not gonna use even half of it because I don't like it too spicy. I like a hint of spice. So I think we're probably gonna use a quarter.
Good thing, because deseeding your jalapeno, you should be quartering it anyway.
So half and quarter.
I would tip and tail, as we say, or at least tip. So just the top off your
Yeah.
jalapeno,
Yeah.
you're not using it anyway.
No, I'm not.
And after that lovely knife lesson on how to hold the knife,
Yes. You know how I use a knife? How I've used a knife my whole entire life? My finger.
on the back,
Even for eating. And people think I'm crazy. They're like, you should not be doing that. I always do it.
mother of a chef,
Yes.
she still holds her knife
Really?
like that.
Like that?
Yeah.
Oh,
I think
so
she
not
does
alone.
it spitefully too, to be honest.
Just on purpose.
Yeah, because she knows it bugs me.
You know what's the worst? When you cut a jalapeno and you rub your eyes.
Yeah, or go to the bathroom too quickly.
It's best if your cream cheese is at room temperature, so it's easier to mix. Otherwise, this might take long. Mixing.
Okay, so this is ready to be plated. It's really as simple as that.
It's a mishmash of yumminess.
Yeah, fire. So I'm gonna spread it out a little bit. So that.
And so you're doing it in a cast iron pan, but
Yes.
any oven safe.
Any oven safe, a
Vessel.
Pyrex, a glass dish, whatever you want to do. And now we're going to top this off. Now it goes in the oven for about 20 minutes until it's bubbling and hot and a little bit browned on the top. And then we eat.
How are you doing?
I'm good. I'm almost done. I
Should
have
we offer her
the.
some help? She looks like she's struggling a
I'm
little
not
bit.
struggling. I just have a lot of chopping to do. I don't just mix things. I go chop everything. I actually like to watch ceviche and see how much onion I'm putting because recipes say one thing, but
Yes.
I don't want the proportion of onion to fish to be weight off.
I think that is a sign of a good chef, Karen.
I suppose I could peel it for you.
Thank you. Thanks for your assistance.
I'm just trying to get in your good books.
I appreciate it. That's all ceviche really is. It's just a whole bunch of chopped up elements. Yeah.
And for those who don't know what exactly ceviche is.
Yes. It is a dish that's very popular in South America, especially in the more tropical countries, because it's refreshing. You take raw fish or seafood. The Peruvian one is just fish. And in Ecuador, they do a lot of shrimp, for example. It's colorful, it's beautiful. You can have it as an appetizer or a main dish.
Refreshing.
Yeah, I love it.
And what's your theory? Is ceviche, is the fish cooked or raw?
Well, it's raw, actually, right? I mean, that's my theory.
I still don't have an answer for you. I'll just say that it's safe to eat
Yes.
because the citric acid just helps to kill the harmful, the dangerous bacteria.
That's all. If the chef says you can eat it, you can eat it.
And the idea is to hopefully do it with fresh fish. It
Absolutely.
tastes different.
Right.
Right? One thing is fish from frozen does not taste the same in ceviche. Last thing I want to do is just chop up some cilantro. Do you have any
Cilantro?
tips for that?
Yeah, I got a tip. The technique is called chiffonade.
Okay, sounds super fancy.
Chiffonade.
Chiffonade.
But that's just chefs. We give really complicated
There's a French name for
names.
everything.
Exactly.
Yeah.
With cilantro,
Yeah.
we can't very well stack all these leaves on top of one another. Okay? So we're just gonna grab a whole bunch of leaves. Now ideally, first of all, this is very well washed. You need to wash cilantro.
Yes.
So we would pick all of our cilantro leaves, and now let's bundle them into your knife hand. And now I transfer it to my non-dominant hand.
Okay.
So now it's on the cutting board in a nice tight bundle.
Yeah.
The idea here is slice it as thin as possible,
Yeah.
and you only bring the knife through it once. The knife is rubbing up against my knuckles the whole time.
Right,
And if
terrifying.
you look at my face,
Yes, you're chilling.
I'm chilling because I trust my knuckles. And now,
Amazing.
Ready.
Let's put the results of your chiffonade into
Okay.
my ceviche.
Put it in.
you've
Pour it
now
in.
been deducted 1/2
Oh,
point.
come on, you're teaching me. I'm gonna try the juice just to make sure that it tastes right. It has the right amount of salt and onion.
Huh? What do you think?
A little more salt.
I read her mind.
So, is yours now done?
Mine is done, I just have to plate it, but in order to plate it, I'm actually gonna need to start making my Pisco Sour, because I'm gonna use the lime peel from the limes that I'm gonna use for the Pisco Sour.
Fine.
for plate it. So are we ready for the drinks?
We are on to the sips.
Yes.
And truthfully, I can't just wait to sip it. Let's just do it.
Yes.
You go, girl.
You're making your, what's it called? Honeyberry Sour mocktail?
Honeyberry smash.
Smash.
Kombucha mamucha.
Momjo. And I'm making Pisco Sour. So we're gonna measure 1 ounce of simple syrup. This is not syrup.
Yeah, I can tell you're not a drinker.
Yeah, no, I thought that's syrup.
That's a pretty thick, simple syrup. And this is used essentially to sweeten a drink without using granulated sugar
Beautiful.
or anything like that.
This drink is gonna be very sweet.
Yum.
2 heavy-handed tablespoons of honey onto my blueberries, and we're gonna heat that up a little bit.
The heat is on. The heat is on. What you got, girl?
I'm gonna drink this.
This is 2 ounces of brandy.
Pisco Sour is meant to be made with pisco, which is Peru's national liquor, but it's very hard to access here in Canada. So it is like a brandy. It is the Peruvian brandy.
So we're gonna cook this up until they're literally bursting with flavor.
Can I show you the magic ingredients for Pisco Sour?
Oh.
It's a raw egg white. So this guy is going away. The guy. Put it straight into this.
Boom. Wow.
It's a little disturbing, but it tastes good. We're gonna do 3/4 ounces of lime juice. I'm actually gonna keep the limes for the plating of my main dish.
I mean, was that a pro move or was that a pro move?
are beautifully honeyed up and ready to be eaten.
Oh, look how rare it is. Yep. I think that's gonna be about good.
What kind of kombucha are you using for your cocktail today?
Oh wow.
The kind that you bought me, Julian. Organic, bio, fresh ginger.
Fresh ginger.
Oh, I should have left a few out for garnish.
Hold on, rewind.
And then I am going to muddle.
This is
Muddle
where the
away.
smash comes in. We'll have to have an adult version and a kiddie version.
Come on, let's see that two-handed shake. There you go. Come on, shake it like a Polaroid picture.
I just want it to get really frothy, so I'm gonna shake for a long time.
You
while
go,
we get this
girl.
thing.
You mean you don't just want to drink down a raw egg white?
No.
Okay.
It's time to pour.
Cha-ching.
Ching.
Cheers.
Cheers.
Let's do it.
Oh.
Where's yours?
There it is. It's in there. Okay, let's go. Hold on, I want to give it another shake. I'm nervous. I'm very nervous.
Just loving that shaking motion. You go. Oh, look at yours. You shake so well. It's all white.
Supposed to be white. Let's see if it's gonna separate now.
Oh yes, here's one for you.
Cheers.
And then you'll have to
You
share.
don't get to try mine.
Okay, this is it.
Cheers.
Oh, wow. That's a lot of ginger beer. I'll get into that.
That's yummy.
Is it? May I please taste?
Try not good.
That is really,
Yeah.
and I'm not even kidding.
It's good.
That is freaking good. And I do not
power.
like alcohol.
I know.
Hold on.
Oh, you can get into Pisco. Careful, you're driving.
Wow, that is good, babe.
Now for the food, right?
Right.
We need to get to eat now. Okay, moment of truth.
I guess we ought to taste it, right?
We have to taste it, the ultimate taste test.
Sorry, that wasn't a look of concern on my face, by the way.
Go ahead,
Okay.
get into it.
Now, I should warn you.
Oh, that looks good.
Me eating in front of you right now is making me a little self-conscious.
Oh, no,
Let's
we
do
won't
it.
watch, but we will.
I want to try it too.
I want to
Can I
try. Go.
You're not gonna want this. I got
No, you
come
got it?
on.
How can you go wrong with sour cream, mayonnaise, cream cheese, and artichokes?
it.
Can we
Awesome.
finish it?
Right here, right now.
Nice.
You think it's good together?
Well, look, this is kind of like dessert. This is an appetizer. By theory, it shouldn't really go, but there's something to be said about savory and then cutting it with sweet. And then so it's almost like a
Nice.
palate cleanser. So I literally could eat the entire thing. Right?
Yeah.
Oh, do I need a fork?
No,
or
you can just take like a
suggest
ceviche
it?
shot.
All right.
I have to say those are absolutely beautiful. I'm gonna give it to you. Go.
I just wanted to try the fish at first. All right, now I'm gonna shoot
You
it.
made a very skeptical face.
Ooh.
Go on.
I'll try it.
If you don't eat it, then I feel like you're
totally gonna eat it. I
you're
love
poisoning
ceviche.
me or something.
I am not gonna eat it.
That's fine. That's fine.
I'll taste the orange.
That's divine.
I
Perfect.
like the orange in it.
Wow.
I love the orange in it.
So, in terms of taste, spinach dip,
Getting intense.
perfect. I couldn't really add any more. Me personally, I like spice. I'd add a little bit of
Right.
spice on,
Right.
but you want to feed for the masses, right? You
Right,
wanna
with
feed
this
for the
kind of thing,
masses.
yes.
The ceviche, lovely. I would say ceviche is not for everyone, right? You got to know your guests, who's
Yeah.
coming over. It is perfectly balanced.
Good. I'm happy
Nice.
to
Yeah.
hear.
Nice.
Just based on the pure complexity of the dish. And like, no, but it doesn't mean that because it's more complicated, it doesn't make it better or worse. But I gotta give it
You
to
gotta
her.
give it to her.
Flavor.
I agree. With the way she plated it up, I gotta give it to her.
And then in terms of technique, you both showed me some amazing knife skills today. So you tied on
We're
technique.
tied on technique.
So she's got 1 point on you for flavor.
Okay.
So in terms of plating altogether, I gotta give it to the cored out limes. I never thought of that idea myself, and what a nice way to use something without just throwing it in the garbage.
Yes.
But I do love what you've done with your drink. I mean, this is just a gorgeous drink. So if I had to give it, I would say we take the win over here.
You
with
go, girl.
ceviche,
You go, girl.
with the
You
drink.
go, girl. You go, girl.
Everything was just delicious. I think you both did a great job, and as long as you learned a thing or two, and you're gonna actually come to my house and bring these next party, then
Yes,
So we're feeding a chef. Yeah,
feeding a chef.
no high expectations at all.
Before we start eating this, we are going to remind you that if you are new to this channel, why not subscribe? Of course, you must give us a like on this video.
if you're interested in learning how to cook more or better, or just to have some fun in the kitchen, we do holiday parties, corporate team building, birthday parties, cooking classes for all ages. I know you got kids, so
Yes.
when you're ready to get them cooking and cleaning for you, you send them my way, okay?
And make sure to follow us all on social media over here. Chef Julian is at the chef upstairs, and we are at Finding Momjo. So thank you so much, Chef Julian, for having us here today. It was
Thank you
so
for
nice to
coming.
be back in this beautiful space.
Yeah, what an amazing, fun experience.
And if you guys want to watch some more cooking videos, we have a lot of them for you. So make sure to click this playlist right here. See you next time.
See you next time, guys.
Bye.